What's going on, folks? How's everybody doing today? Welcome in, one and all, to another episode of Caps hopefully doesn't get his ass beat today by, what was it that, a Whirlipede. No, it wasn't Whirlipede. Was it Whirlipede? I can't remember what it was, but something beat our ass. I think it was Whirlipede. It was a poison type, I know that much. But yes, welcome in, folks. It's another Nuzlocke episode. We're doing Hardcore Nuzlocke White 2. I'm going to flip over to the game screen in just a second. But I hope you guys are all having a nice evening. Let me know if you're here. It's been a very chill day for me. We're starting a bit early, so I'm hoping that we can get a full 3 hours of Nuzlocke in today. I would really like to continue to make as much progress as we can on this challenge. Today the idea is we beat Berg, we go maybe beat Elisa. We will see how far we can get. We'll at least get a couple of encounters along the way in places like Desert Resort, Relic Castle. We can get Route 16, Lost Lorn Forest, ideally, but all of that depends on our results in the gym. Hey, Pokedelta. Yeah, it was honestly, it was a big misplay. I switched to the wrong Pokemon, basically. I knew there was one Pokemon on my team that had Quick Attack, but instead of looking it up and realizing it was Elekid, I switched to my Patrat, which did not have it, which led to it dying, and then I think I switched to a second Pokemon that I think I had to sacrifice at that point because it was just, there was no way we could do it, and then I looked on Elekid and was like, oh, we have Quick Attack on Elekid. Yeah, rough losses, but I mean, we did retool our team pretty well, and let me actually pull it up over here. There we go. Check that out. Pull up our team. You can see we've got our good friend Ka, our starter, Servine Monsanto, the Grimer, who we're hopefully is going to do very well in this next gym. Pikachu, Sandile, Gia the Drillbur, Sparkplug, the Elekid, which is our only remaining member from the team at the start of last stream outside of our starter, and then we caught ourselves an Eevee, folks. We caught ourselves an Eevee. I've evolved it into Espeon. We've got a plus special attack, minus special defense nature on this Eevee, and with a couple hours of abusing my 3DS's time, built-in time clock thing. What's up, Web? Yeah, lock continues. Let's go. Within a couple hours of that, we got ourselves an Espeon. So I'm very excited for that. Hopefully we don't need to use her in the next fight, because I don't think she's going to serve us pretty well in that fight. I'm not anticipating that putting in a psychic type against a bug type gym is going to be the way to go. But the idea here is we've got a level cap of 26. We'll do our standard thing that we do for gym fights, which is train them up to 2 levels less, and then go through and go do the gym trainer battles, and then clean up a little bit, get everybody to level cap, and then challenge the gym leader, and then move on. That is what we are going to do. Hey Dino, how are you this afternoon? Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. How's everybody doing this evening? We all good? Having a nice one? Having a bad one? Having a relatively normal one? I changed up the chill vibe in the background music for some battle tracks because I was feeling particularly aggressive today. I don't know. Want something different. Yeah, it's autumn now. I think I changed the season like twice while I was going through and getting Eevee its friendship. Feeling feisty. I'm also feeling pretty feisty. My poor cat had stomach issues. She did not react well to something. I don't know what it was, but we took her to the vet. Well, I didn't take her to the vet. My partner took her to the vet like yesterday. She got some vaccine. We're thinking probably. Oh, not well. We're thinking it's probably a reaction to something the vaccines maybe did. But she's not feeling well today. It was really sad. We had a moment. A really bad moment. But honestly, that was the most exciting part of my day. Everything else has been so boring. I had my one-on-one with my boss at work today, and I was like, sir, I'm doing nothing. Like, I've asked around for stuff to do, and nobody has anything for me to do. Please give me something to do. And he finally gave me something to do. So I'm not going to be stuck doing nothing at work, at the very least. Yeah, that's our guess. It's probably a side effect of the vaccine. I trust my partner in this. My partner is studying to be a veterinarian, so I'm sure that she has more idea than the average person in terms of what something could be when it affects an animal. So yeah, it definitely does help. Man, I am still reeling from yesterday. What an awesome stream we had over on my personal channel. Raising money for charity, playing some Zelda. It was awesome. If you missed it, you can catch the VOD. But you just had to be there, man. Dino was there. Dino can attest. Good stream. It was a lot of fun. But, man, that was, like, genuinely some of the most fun I've ever had streaming last night. I'm very excited. And then Xenoblade 3 broke Magnadeath. Yeah, I didn't end up raiding Magnadeath because I wanted to raid somebody on the Zeldathon team because it was a Zeldathon associated stream. I would have raided Magnadeath if I hadn't, but I did show up to his stream later after I did some friendship training and watched Death's reaction to Chapter 5 of Xenoblade 3, which was very, very funny to watch. Hey J-Log, I'm doing well. I am a massive Zelda fan, yes. You tried Zelda Classic? What are you referring to when you say Zelda Classic? Are you talking about like Zelda 1 for the NES, Zelda 2 for the NES? Are you talking about the are you talking about the little handheld Game & Watch Zelda thing that Nintendo made a couple years ago? I think that's the Zelda Classic, or like Zelda Collector's Edition, technically. Norman's was there too. Yeah, you were there at the beginning. I think you were a little worried when I said I was sticking Link in a blender and ran off. Isn't the Game & Watch just Zelda 1? I believe it's Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and Link's Awakening. Whatever move is in the first slot. Ban in-game action for 5 seconds. We can't use Sand Attack, ever. Noted. Thank you. Oh, it's a Zelda Maker thing based on Zelda 1, but making custom quests with and stuff. No, I'm not super into that sort of thing. I much prefer randomizers of the games. I play a lot of Archipelago with Zelda, specifically Ocarina of Time, although I want to do more Wind Waker as well. And playing the vanilla games. I'm not really super into the fan-made stuff. Drugs. It's just what I prefer. But I mean, it sounds cool. I love the idea of like an official Zelda Maker where you can make your own dungeons. They had something like that in the Link's Awakening version on Switch, where you could unlock things in dungeons, like unlock rooms to make your own dungeon with them. And it was pretty primitive, but it was pretty cool. I think we actually need Spirit Share. Let's get Monsanto out here. Somebody can check me on that game thing that way. I'm like 90% sure that original Game Boy Link's Awakening is on that thing. But I could be wrong. Lord knows I love to be wrong. Oh, we hadn't been doing thief strats with the Audinose. That's okay. We don't necessarily need. Monsanto is immobilized by love. Yes. The sludge loves the rabbit. Might buy a new Wii U battery so I can potentially mod the console. I think modding your Wii U is definitely a thing you can do. It's pretty good for GameCube emulation. I don't know how much Archaic would like me talking about emulation on the Bulbagarden channel, but we're talking about it in general. We're not talking about emulating Pokemon. So I'm gonna use my I'm gonna use my what's the word? Looser leash and talk about it. Tina, hey, how's it going? How are you? How many Wii U's do you have? Figured pop in before going to bed. Well, nice to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. We have nothing in our bag. I'm actually gonna burn a super on Monsanto because I don't want to go back to the Pokemon Center. I don't know how feasible it is to get a replacement battery for the gamepad or whatever the like. Please let me run. Whatever is wrong with your Wii U, Normans, like I'm not sure how many places mod Wii U's, but I would check. Twitchversary, baby. Hold on, I'll give you my thing in a second, Normans. But KR resub 12 months, a whole year supporting us. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much, my friend, for supporting what we do here on the Bulbagarden channel. Enjoy your emotes. How's your Twitchversary going? Or that work normally, one where the gamepad is funky, one was free, two came in eBay lots. Okay, yeah, all right, and one was your original. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like, if you're honestly, like if you're a collector, Wii U is probably one of the better systems to collect for, because there's so many games that are on Switch now that the prices are lower. I feel they're generally undesirable. Wii U games are generally undesirable, save for a few very, very rare games. So yeah, I mean, buying in bulk and just getting a console with your games is a good deal. You can buy one off Amazon for about $30. Wii U batteries are easy to replace. Dude, I wish I knew this. I wish I knew the things that KR and Dino knew about fixing your own console, and I didn't take it to a place that fixed it for me, because it would be so much cheaper. Remember to turn your Wii U on once a year or that thing will break. Dude, I'm so glad that streaming and playing Wii U games like forces me to, you know, make sure the thing still turns on. because like that's the system I'm using to stream Twilight Princess. Like I use it to play my Wii games because I don't have a Wii. Like it's beautiful. It's perfect actually. This is horrible. He's gonna use his berry. He didn't have a berry. Beautiful. Wii U didn't get many good games though. See, here's the thing about the Wii U. I genuinely do think it got so many good games. I mean, Splatoon 1 was revolutionary. Mario Kart 8 is my favorite Mario Kart. The deluxe version is so much better on Switch, sure, but Mario Kart 8 on its own at the time was so revolutionary for that game, for that series. The Zelda HD remasters are the best ways to play both Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Super Mario 3D Land World 3D World is on that, and it's really good. What else? Like, I know I'm speaking in only Nintendo first party games, but like that's where the majority of that is. You know, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, really good. What else? Xenoblade Chronicles X is a hidden gem on the Wii U. Bayonetta 2, Wonderful 101, all fantastic games, all on the Wii U. I think that the issue with Wii U these days is that every single game that I just mentioned, aside from the Zelda remasters, are all on the Switch now. So, yeah, I mean, like, I was watching a video today, like, slop video. I don't like calling it slop videos because, like, I'm sure the people who make them are, like, you know, good creators and put time into it. I make slop content, like, compared to these guys. Anyway, I was watching a video about like ranking every Nintendo console's library, and Wii U was like very much the bottom of the list. But something that they said really stood out to me was like the Wii U had a must play once or twice a year, and I absolutely stand by that. Have an Oranberry already. Switch over to Sparkplug. But like, yeah, it had a must play once or twice a year. That was really, really good. So it did have good games. It just, yeah, it failed for a number of reasons. I don't think the games were one of them. Wii U had a banger library. It just didn't get the third-party attention to be a competitor. That and the competition threw out their next consoles way earlier than they needed. Yeah, I think it released rather early, and I don't really know why they decided to release it when they did. I mean, maybe it was just like the Switch is like what Nintendo wanted the Wii. Right? The Switch is everything Nintendo wanted the Wii U. This guy doesn't even have a high speed. Why would I take Electro Ball here? I feel like I have to, though. Sounds good, KR. Take your time. Is Shockwave a TM? Ooh. I feel like I'm not very good with noticing when Electro Ball is good to use, but it could be a good move to have. It doesn't cause paralysis like Thunder Wave. I think I'd rather have the sure hit Shockwave than the very variable Electro Ball. We'll get rid of it. Might be a stupid move, but I'll keep my old moves. But yeah, I think like they released the Wii U when they did. Like I don't know this, but like it must have been like this is the best they could do with the technology they had, and them releasing the Wii U as kind of a Switch prototype kind of allowed them to learn from what was bad about the system versus what was good about it, right? And make a lot of fixes for the Switch to really succeed. Third parties were terrible at utilizing the gamepad. I think everybody was terrible with utilizing the gamepad. And outside of having a screen that is used for management of items and maps and that sort of thing, it doesn't really feel like the gamepad really has a purpose. As much as I love that stupid controller, like holding a gamepad in your hands, like one of the big things that people always talk about is, oh, it's so big, it's unwieldy. No, bro, no. Oh, sorry, Dino, I automod got you. Like it's not unwieldy. It feels very good in somebody who has like big hands like I do. That's not the problem. The problem is that the functionality of it does not make sense. Like the unique features it has kind of seem like a waste. Shockwave isn't a TM, then I think we made the right choice. I think we made the right choice then. Exactly. There's no reason to use your Wii U for those games. I mean, this is true, right? But like at the same time, if you have them on Wii U and you don't want to buy them again, that's a reason to use them. Which, I mean, the only games that I have on my Wii U that I play that are Wii U games are the Zelda remasters. The HD versions of the Zelda games. And like that's fine. It's fine enough for me to keep it hooked up because I play those relatively frequently enough in the grand scheme of things that it's enough to keep my console plugged in. I think also the other thing I use it for past that is basically just virtual console, because I have a pretty sizable virtual console on the Wii, and Wii games, which I have a lot of. Yes, this is Glitch X City Team Galactic boss battle, as you can see in the top left corner of your screen, where the credits are. Impressive, Normans. You got that right away, man. I wish they'd port Twilight Princess to the Switch too, so the price would go down. Yeah, that's like really the issue, right? Is that it came with the Wolf Link amiibo, and it's like boxed too. Like the Wolf Link amiibo, it's like boxed in a cardboard box. So having that complete set drives the price up too, for a new copy or even a CIB copy, right? Yeah, this song is really good. I do love Glitch City. I think they make really good remix, really good beats. It's like a less worst case version of Heart Gold Silver. Yeah, man. It's funny because like I have I still have my Pokewalker. I have a brand new Pokewalker, but I don't have the cardboard anymore for that game. So it's just sitting in like how do you even track the price for that? Like, do people care? Like, people have to care, right? Collectors, they absolutely care if you have that cardboard. It just sucks that my games are less value. My parents, man, back in the day, they were like, "Hey, Caps, never throw away your old game cases. You'll regret it." And it's like, I was like, "Yeah, sure, Mom." Threw away all my Game Boy cases. Definitely threw away some DS cases too. And here I am now, where I keep my games on the shelf. The complete and box ones are all there, but I still have like 2 little containers of like loose games. I won't forget that Sparkplug has quick attack again. Blue's one sort of beat up ones. I have a lot of them that are beat up. Most are in pretty good condition. Hey, that's really good. That is real good. And pretty good, man. But yeah, unfortunately, I know why. I completely agree with and understand why the Wii U got such a bad rap. I just love the console. I think it's such a fun little console. I am going to switch here. I don't want to risk it. I mean, it just isn't conducive to that, you know? Like, of course you get like a little cardboard box, you throw it away, right? I get a box from Amazon. The only reason I keep it is because my cats like to bite it, you know? Keeps them from biting my furniture. Like any normal person would throw that shit away. But here I am, you know? Now, like, man, why didn't you keep that stuff? What are you doing? Hard shell Genesis cases, like, those are the ones that had, like, they were, like, similar to the cases that do, like, PCR, right? The big, hefty plastic cases. I haven't really broken many of the consoles. I feel like I do take decent care of them. The only consoles that I've broken are my 3DS circle pads always get busted, but I kind of don't blame that. I kind of don't take the blame on those. I think circle pads are just kind of poorly designed. And then hinges on like my old DSs I broke when I was a child. I mean, like, honestly, man, like, I feel like electronics are really sturdy. Like, people make a big deal about, like, oh, make sure you don't drop your system because, you know, if you drop it, it might break. And, like, yeah, like, if you drop a heavy system, for sure it might break. Like, handhelds in particular, I do feel like are pretty sturdy because they know, like, that people are going to drop them. Kids have handhelds. They're going to be taking them around, moving them from place to place, picking them up. You know, to a certain degree, they need to be pretty sturdy. Broke a few Xbox controllers back in the day. Calvin, did somebody shoot you in Call of Duty and you got really mad? Screw this. Bash your controller over your knee. I have enough work as it is. KR, you should be happy you have work, man. Be happy. Oh yeah, like the D-pads on my old DSs too, they definitely got wear and tear. For sure. And also I think yeah, I think it is the L button too, Dino, on my... That's like kinda concaved in. Kind of stuck, I think. I was just a clumsy kid. Calvin, I do not remember you being a clumsy kid. You know how much of a pain it is to replace the DS screen? I don't, but I don't envy you. I've gotten Joy-Con drift, but again, I don't think that's my fault. I think that's Nintendo's fault for designing crappy controllers. I also have drift on a Pro controller too. Ooh, scary. KR, is it just because of the way that they're installed? Are Japanese DSs still cheap? Like regular DSs or like 3DSs? I think I remember seeing Japanese DSIs going for under 100 when I was in the market for one. But then I found a DSi for 100. It was like an XL, DSi XL for 100. Regular DSi for 100 is kind of a scam. Even the DSi XL for 100 is kind of a scam, but it was the best price I saw at the time. Xbox controllers. My DS survived me dropping it on concrete multiple times, but those controllers would break if you drop them on carpet. Damn, I gotta be careful with mine then. I know they corrode very easily, but because like my parents just gave me all of their old Xbox stuff, and like I took out some of the controllers and the batteries were like corroded to hell and back. The screen ribbon cable has to be coiled inside an aluminum cylinder with the other two ribbon cables for the top part. And holy crap. Okay, yeah, I take it back, man. That was for the original Xbox? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember those big beat controllers, right? The really thick ones. There's a wireless antenna on the DS. That actually makes so much sense. Of course there's a wireless antenna. I think of antennas and I think of like the ones that are on your car. I bet I would be one of those rare people who love the original Xbox controller. I mean, like, it makes sense. I just never considered. Oh yeah, it must have a wireless antenna in it or cable or something. Connect to the internet. Aren't the Xbox buttons on that controller placed really weird? Original box. The Duke. Oh my god, this. Get the had 6 like a gen. Ever use those black and white? I had that controller when I was like, I wonder you were dropping it. You couldn't grip onto it, dude. That's crazy. The Duke. Can we beat this Autono with a Pikachu? I think we can. We believe hard enough. That's crazy. Oh my god. The oxidation. It's being blown up. I need to make sure that my quarterback in fantasy football is not playing tonight. Oh, it is. He is playing tonight. I'm so glad I made that change. Ooh, okay, man. Thank God. I have Patty Mahomes on my fantasy team, but of course he just got his ACL torn. So I got Sam Darnold as a backup, and it was really funny because I drafted him in like the 8th round, or like a really late round. Let me look. I don't even know when I drafted him, but he was like a late round pick, and he's ended up being like one of the better people, one of the better backups to have. Like I've got Sam Darnold sitting on my bench because of Patrick Mahomes. All my linebackers are hurt. Everybody is playing on Sunday. But you. Embargo, what a useless move. If you ever get a black screen on your Wii, check if you can pair your controller. If not, you have a bad Bluetooth launchable. Oh. Curious. I thought that a sensor bar that I had was broken, but it really just needed batteries. I had one of those like wireless ones. I tried to pair my controller to the Wii U and it didn't work. I was like, why? Because like the way my desk is set up, I do not want to have to like an actual Wii U or Wii sensor bar. And no, I'm not doing the stupid freaking candle thing. That's so cool. Like, yeah, I've decided I'm going to turn 2 of my consoles into a transformer. eBay 10 years ago was wild. I wish I had a new bar for like $5. I didn't know this, man, and I wanted to play Pikmin. I wanted to play Pikmin. And then I found out that the batteries were dead. I didn't even know it had batteries. I wish I had disposable income 10 years ago to waste on crap on eBay. I wish I had money, dude. I feel like I'm doing okay. I was in a little bit of a trouble because my car broke down. I had to get like everything fixed. It failed my inspection. But I feel like I'm doing okay after that. Fuck new crazy for bargains. Smart. It can be addicting though. Yeah, you don't find much good stuff on eBay, to be honest. It's rather hard in general to shop for retro these days. Which seems like kind of an oxymoron, but like it makes sense if you know. Yeah, most of the stuff that's worth getting is bought up by resellers, or like resellers who use bots to take up listings at the last second. I haven't had good luck on eBay. That's actually a lie though. I got lucky with the PS3. I got that in like 6 games for like bucks. I think it was like 75 with shipping. All right, Pikachu's level 24. Let's slot in Monsanto's injured. Let's slot in Ka. Oh no, everybody's back to full. We'll go with Gia then. Oh dang. Lilligant. They're not supposed to hear. Wait. I personally don't like buying games that I already have. I keep them sealed or whatever. Unless it's like, it's a digital copy. And I really, really like the game. I installed an HDMI port on it. Atari 2600. Dude. That's crazy, man. I mean, hey, people love putting HDMIs in things that should not have HDMI. Yeah, me neither, Dino. It's more just like if I see a good deal. Because most of the time it's like when I buy a digital game, like I really only buy digital these days if games are on sale. I think the only exception to that recently was Hades 2, but I think even that I got for like 10% off because I pre-ordered the Switch 2 version. So like it's like I buy, like when I buy games digitally, I buy them on sale, and then when if I do end up getting physical copies later down the line, they're also with cut prices. So it's like I never end up paying full price for a game even if I buy it twice. But physicals though, physicals are different. I do play a lot of physical games day one. Like ZA, I played day one. Age of Imprisonment, I played day one. And I do like the physical too, because it's fun to display. %95% purchases these days are Steam. I'm guessing it's probably like Nintendo consoles and retro stuff that's not. The issue that I have is that I could have chosen, I think I missed my window to get a PC. Because I have a Mac and it's an M2. It's like good for gaming. Like it can run Baldur's Gate 3 just fine. The only issues that I've had with it, I believe, were rendering issues that occurred on multiplayer between Mac and PC. I haven't really had any other issues. I haven't played that game a ton, but like it runs really smoothly on Mac. It looks really good. So it's like, I mean, like, and there's a lot of games that I see that are on Steam that do have Mac support these days. Like, it is growing. AAA, not so much. AAA typically does develop for, like, strictly Windows, but, a lot of indies, tend to release on both, Windows and OS X, which is really nice. A lot of the Game Award indie nominations, I went and looked at the team for some of them. Like Despelote for Games for Impact. What was the other one that I recently at? How about the Divinity trailer? And I don't want to talk about Divinity right now. I'm so upset with Larian. Like, I'm not like, I'm not like, I'll, if I do find Divinity, like, interesting enough that it seems cool, I'll probably still buy it. Like, that's not, I'm not like, oh, with the AI stuff, like, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna buy this game because of the AI stuff, because I know every company. It's more just that it's just disappointed. It just disappointed me a little bit with the way that they announced it. It's like, it felt like they were trying to save face, like, from the start. Because it's like, when you ask that question, like, it's the unfortunate truth that every company, like, I mean, like, I don't know, I'm not an industry professional, but like, I'm like 99% certain that every major game developer is using AI in some way, shape, or form to write code, you know, do what Larian is doing with concept art and like the like script writing and stuff. I don't know. I think it was weird because it was like they came out and they were like, yeah, we're using AI for these things, and then it's like the CEO like was trying to be like, whoa, guys, like, I only said that we use it for ideas and stuff. Like, he didn't mention the other uses, like, so it was kind of like confirmation through like negligence or whatever. I don't know. It was a little weird. The way that he directed that follow-up statement definitely sounded kind of scummy. And it's like, bro, you could have stayed quiet. You could have been like, we don't talk about our development features outside of our internal studio, to the reporter who asked you the question, and you would have been fine. You didn't have to say anything. But instead, he essentially, shot himself. You know, the masterful gambit, sir meme? Yeah, that basically is what happened. The way they talked about using it is far from the worst case scenario. I agree with this. I mean, like, there are companies out there, games out there, making full-on AI art and selling that off as their own shit. Like, that is not cool. That is what, ruins the lives of artists. And that's any sort of art. That's writers, that's musicians, that's visual artists, that's digital artists. Like, it's a problem. But I mean, in terms of the, like, using AI as a better search tool, right? Like a summarization tool, I don't think is necessarily the worst thing in the world. I think it's about summarization versus generation. If you're using it to generate things, to create content, that's bad. If you're using it to better your daily work by making it so that you can summarize a 32-page article that you don't want to read in full and you just want the talking points, it's just a, like my friend put it, it's just a evolution of a search algorithm. That's my personal. I hate AI art. I think it's disgusting. I think it's gross. It's so weirdly, like, tries to be perfect, and I don't like that. The beauty of art is in its flaws, right? Every piece of art out there is not perfect. And I think that's the point. Yeah. I hate tech bros, bro. Like, I work in tech, and I also hate tech bros. Like, please, Bubble. Gilbert wants me to do self-care. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, why the hell are we using AI to make art and not to clean sewers? Or like, spot cancer tumors in x-rays and stuff like that. And I'm sure some of that is being used, you know, it's like maybe AI is used in the software that does those things. You just don't know about it, or you don't see it, or whatever. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. The doorknob's wet. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to when the economy tanks. It's already kind of. AI would never put a banana on it. I could never teach AI. But yeah, the laptop RAM prices crazy. Yeah, that's another thing too. AI would be really great to help the layperson and understand complex issues, to inform policy, or teach you about law, or explain things in a way that people can understand, use examples, right? But the people controlling AI will never let that happen because they see it as a tool for profit. That's just the facts of the matter. So, chat, I have not watched the Caps recently. Like, they've just been playing at times where I've been busy, and they've lost like 3 games in a row. The last game I watched, they lost in overtime, and since then, they lost 5-0, and 5-1. The 2 games that I did not watch, and I have it pulled up, and now they're winning 2-0. So I'm the problem. It's me. I have to be there for every game, and that's why they're. So if you hear me a little distracted, it's probably because I'm watching hockey on. Trust me, I will focus in when it becomes necessary for me to do so. Yeah, the other thing is people don't want to use AI to understand things. They want to feed AI into their work or emails or school assignments directly. They don't have to do it themselves. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, hey, write this email. Like, no, you need to be personable, in emails. Using AI to help you write notes is fine. If you use those notes to study, it's like you can't just, or like writing papers. That's generation. That's generation. Is writing, is creating essays or, opinion-based information about things. That's the bad AI. Generation is the bad AI. And like, I have artist friends who are so upset about Larian specifically. And like, I didn't think that, I did think that the content of Larian using AI, like we said, I did think it was blown a little bit out of proportion. Like, it could be worse. It could be worse. They could be firing concept artists from their jobs. They could be implementing AI art into the finished product that they make, right? They're not, supposedly. So there's that. But I mean, it does kind of take away from the essence, in my opinion, of that sort of work too. Where it's like, even concepts for things, how many Pokemon, right? How many Pokemon are just reskinned versions of old concept art? Old concept art that got reused far later down the line for new designs. Somebody was like digging through the garbage bin at Game Freak and found like, or like some file folder somewhere, and found like the sketch to like your favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. Like, creating art, including concept art, is important, and using tools to take that creation away is a problem. I mean, it could also just, well, we don't know how it's, well, at least I don't know how it's like, how that sort of thing works, right? From me, I'm just assuming that it's like, oh, well, we have like a database of like all this stuff somewhere, and like I was poking through it looking for inspiration, right? And I saw this design and really liked it. That's somebody using old concept art to create new concept art. Using old concept art that somebody created, then create their own new concept art. Right? Maybe right, you're probably right in some cases, right? There's an artist who's really enamored with an idea and they really want to make it work, so they try and refine things. Like that probably happens too. But I think two things can be true. Nor? You agree or nor? Mega Drain. That's really good. Special attack. I can't remember if... I think Ka has higher special. And Fizz. I'm gonna leave Tackle and get rid of Vine Whip. Oh, it did have higher attack. Oh, it's fine. They're the same stat. They're the same level. It's fine. Kids don't have the kids aren't taught the skills they need to write properly. Well, I think Dino is having been in school relatively recently, as in like within the last 10 years of my life, I was in school. I definitely think Dino has it right. At least with my generation, like kind of like it's really weird because like the late 90s, early 2000s kid, like before 2002 era kids, like from 1997 to like 2002, were born in this really weird time where we remember like doing research papers without the use of the internet and also had iPhones in high school. Like it's a weird dichotomy. So it's not like at least with my weird age group, right? It's not like we weren't taught how to use tools to write. It's just that I think so. Like assuming that's the case for the newer generations too. It's like that's not the issue. The issue is just that they're lazy. And I do agree with you that everybody under the age of like 30 has the attention span of a gnat, because I am absolutely in the group. All right, chat. We're doing gym trainer battles now. We're going to put Monsanto in the front. I do think Espeon might get some use here against, like, if there's like there's a Pokemon like Venom. Actually quickly pull up. Black 2. Ilia Gym. So Berg's team, no poison types on this. Okay, so these are more like your classic bug types. No bug poison, no. He's got Dwebble, Shelmet, Carablast. So we lead with Drillbur. Or do we lead with maybe we lead with, well, we don't lead with Sandile because it's got a dark typing. We lead with Drillbur. Take out the Dwebble. If Carablast, stay in. If Shelmet, switch. Shelmet, if it's Shelmet, we can switch. Has good speed. No, not Ka. Hoping it would be Sparkplug, but I'm not sure. Honestly, Spinal has decent SPDF. Maybe we go in with Spinal, then do the math to see if Struggle Bug will do damage. Leave Annie, though, is going to be the Grimer show, I think. Get Archaic on the call. I want a college teacher's opinion. Trust me, man. Like, he feels the same way as everybody else does. I forgot to do my self. If I could perfect IV Scatterbug and go. I got a perfect IV something recently. I can't remember what it was though. Thought of an egg. Maybe we do go into Monsanto on against the Shelmet. Isn't it full of outrageous and mysterious charms? Like little bug dens that you get sucked up into. Ew, perfect IV Machops. Holy moly. That's pretty good, man. Oh, pfft. Really, bro? Tefue instead. Will that work? There we go. 5% of my perfect IV Pokemon are Machops. Legend. Oops. We want to save, just not yet. A load, we choppin'. We mockin', we choppin', we choppin'. Do. Go back in. Back in this one. And then we go over here. We go up this one. Where do we go from here? There's something in there. Oh! When the cocoon pops open, it's what? Guys, I think Berg just birthed this man. Right out of a cocoon. To kind of finish the topic of Divinity, I think the game looks cool. I'm a Larian guy. I liked Baldur's Gate. I liked what I played of Divinity Original Sin 2. It's gonna be a cool game. By everything going on. See what happens. See what happens. It seems like they want their fans in good graces. There's a reason why Baldur's Gate won best ongoing game last year. I think it was like best community support or something like that last year. And then best ongoing game last year and then community support. I don't know. They won one of those categories at game. Something. There's a reason Larian is beloved. And I'm sure they don't I'm sure they don't just throw away that goodwill, no? Sparkplug. Santo, you've had your time in this. KR, that correction really makes me sad. Because the perfect IV Slowking Goated. Perfect Ivy slacking. Not as goated. Really wish Sparkplug had like aerial ace. Oh, that's a lot of damage. A 19. Live crit. Try low kick. Okay, let's switch to Grimer. I'm not feeling too confident about using Sparkplug in this gym battle. Or consider you go Drillbur, and then if it's Shelmet, we set up Minimize on Grimer, and then use Mud Bomb. Mayhaps this work. I got no idea. Well, no idea. Mandatory crunch. Yeah, man. That was Cyberpunk. August Cyberpunk. Maybe 2 levels was like too much. Maybe we needed 3 levels. I'm gonna bring in Spine. Binel. I don't know how to say this name. I know it's a gemstone, right? That's the whole bit. But I don't know how to say it. Final. Binel. Binial. Something spin around and round. Okay, so like that's a one shot and it's fast. Okay, that did 26. So we're dead to crit. Psybeam never misses. I'm not gonna risk. Scared. I'm too scared. I don't want to lose my Espeon. Went with the Razor Leaf. Curious. Okay, so no Espeon, no Espeon in against Leavanny, but maybe we just toss Espeon in against like Shelmet, and if the calcs turn out, then they work. Then oh, I went the wrong way. Then we use Espeon. This way. Oh! That takes us right to Berg. We hop down here. Guys, it was me. Berg birthed me. Alright, back to training montage. Back to training montage. Anybody got any hot takes or hot questions while we train? Nothing, chat? Y'all got nothing to ask me? I can't believe you. I guess I'll have to find my own energy. Just suffering in a Minecraft server. I can't chat in game. Is there nobody online? Or are you saying you're suffering in Minecraft and thus you cannot type in Twitch chat? But Normans, just type this message. So what happened? Make it make sense. Oh, it won't let you chat in game. Living towers? Is this related to the joke that you were going to make earlier, KR, but you could not because... When you chat in game, you chat in real life. Yeah, a part of your soul gets eaten by the chat room. That's what happens every time you step foot in my Twitch chat, by the way. I eat a part of your soul. Sorry, souls are great. Taste great. I not being able to get high. Fair enough. Yeah, I know you weren't. I know you weren't. Sludge bomb at 26. Ooh boy, that's a 90% power move. Yeah, we take that any day of the week, right? We replace sludge or do we replace? I think we replace thief. Sludge is next on the chopping block. What a great move to get. Living, walking, mechanical towers, about 20 times the size of your character, and you have one as a pet. Can you make it do tricks? You could ride it. Okay, alright. It's not totally useless. Can you make it fetch? Can you make your giant living, walking, mechanical tower fetch? Like, what would happen if I tossed a ball at it? Would it catch it in its giant living tower mouth? Oh, we fell asleep. Wake up. Wake up, Ka. Wake up. No, dude. It can attack my enemies. Does that work? It's not the same, but I'd let you. I'd let you. Oh, one thing I can do. Some reason you can milk it. Oh? Ew. No, not your enemies. The tower. He can milk the tower. Gross. That even work physiologically. So, like, AR, explain to me the gameplay loop of... You go throughout space searching for new worlds, you find new planets, and it's all on this giant, like, procedurally generated massive galaxy world that you're playing on with all of the other people who are playing No Man's Sky, right? So, like, you could theoretically run into another player, but this would never happen because our you are so far away from them. Or is each individual world like its own world? Giant spider beetles. That's cool. Spider beetle. Stoneworm. Shai-Hulud? You found Shai-Hulud in No Man's Sky? Did you convert everybody on the planet to worship him? Ah, buddy. Ah, please. Ah, my guy. Always the bunny girls, dude. They're always into the bunny girls. Yes and no, you can teleport to other systems and bases. Oh. I did hear you talking about No Man's Sky. Yeah, you did. KR is a big No Man's Sky guy. The No Man's Sky. He is the man in the No Man's Sky. I'm trying. He is a no skies man, a no man's sky. No man's guy. There you go. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. My brain is simply too small to have come up with that on my own. Yeah, I was curious how it worked because I was under the impression that you were on like a big server with like a bunch of people, every No Man's Sky player, and like you all explored like different corners of that same world. But it seems like it's even bigger than that. My third living frigate, so you can milk living towers, and you can... What can you do with a living frigate? Every player in every version of the game map. So, okay, so you can run into planets that have been discovered by other players, but you cannot run into other players. I guess I can sort of see the enticement in like trying to discover new worlds that only you've ever been on. And also common weird aliens. Weird alien creatures. Future Sight. I'm not a big fan of this movie. I don't like Future Sight normally. But like you combine that with you. I don't think espionage. The answer is no. I think I am going to out. Not gonna learn. Actually, better than Sand Attack. Cool moves. I think with Espeon, the goal is going to be to get in there, attack, and kill within 1 or 2 turns. We don't want to be worrying about future sight. Being like, oh, that's essentially wasting a turn, letting Espeon take it. Very much a Minecraft kind of game for me, where I feel an urge to play it once every 6 months, and then I play for an hour and I'm satisfied. Hey, that's not true with Minecraft. I know you get a Minecraft fun. You get real into Minecraft. But I see. Yeah, I can kind of understand that with the whole idea. Because, like, exploration has to be, like, the whole thing in the game. You go, you do that, you get your fill, and you're out of there. I was in a tri-star system yesterday, hunting pirates and delivering space weed. See, you talk about it, like Katie talks about it like that, and then you talk about space weed, and now I'm like, can you like take the space weed? Do you have to deliver it, or can you just like take it for yourself? Well, you also played it, Katie, back in like the early days, right? Yeah. It's changed so much, I feel. Two completely different. You ordered? I'm so sorry. I can understand not going back to it then if you pre-ordered. Like, not ever wanting to go back to that game again. You're hiring your own supply, give the program. Okay. I'm dropping this conversation. I'm dropping this conversation. We can bring it up again next time I stream on my channel. Interesting combo. We like to have those here. Adds a bit of flair to your daily Bulbagarden.net stream. You know? We're not doing anything important in the game. We're just sitting here ordering bunny girls and hoping to maybe beat a gym today. His review of No Man's Sky is the reason I didn't buy it. Damn. Katie, how does it feel that you yourself caused Hello Games to not get one extra copy of No Man's Sky sold? Because I think that's beautiful. You had your hand in history. Hopefully your starter doesn't die. We always hope for this. Sean Murray does. You know what? Fair enough. You're probably right. He probably did. He probably knows it too. He let you down. You pre-ordered. It was a little charming when the game had no plot and no people. Just a big empty space. Nothing to explore. Well, everything to explore, nothing to do. It does feel like a distinctly you kind of game. Like the promises that they made, I can definitely see pre-order. Okay. Guys, I just found out that one of my college friends got anointed, by the way. Father bruh. It's Father Sis. Father Diva, actually. Father Mother. Father Sishat. Oh. Father Sishat is an oxymoron. You heard it here first. Go, Pikachu!
I choose you, Pikachu.
Oh, look at him go. Look at him dodge that double slap. Yeah, get him! Get him! Bite his head off! No, the bunny girl seduced him. Oh, it's okay. He can see through. He can see through her lies. He wasn't the one, and he knows it. He knows it. Pikachu wants to learn swagger. Better than Torment. Oh, just kidding. Torment's really good. I don't know, dude. I don't like using swagger. Really only good on special type users, and I don't. I think we're going to forget it. Get about it. We're not teaching this guy how to swag walk. Chat, I think I want my relaxing jazz back. Hold on. I think I'm sick of the battle music. How about we go Pokemon, back to the Pokemon Jazz Cafe. How about that? How about that? We'll put on... How come Kakariko Village is in here?
Because the dudes are lining up because they hear we got swagger.
But we kick them to the curb unless they look like a Sandile. Put on the, Gleeber. How's it going, friend? Long time no see. Going well. I think since we last saw you, we lost the first attempt of this Nuzlocke. We're on attempt 2 in Castilia. With a very different team than what we had before. Oh, why did I press down? Can't use the same move twice in a row due to the Torment. Means you can't use Double Slap again. It was all planned. I don't remember where you were in your quest. I don't remember the last time you showed up. So I wouldn't know either. But odds are it was probably during. So this is our first game in the Caps Lock, which have had people on it. We did do 2 attempts of the Elite Four specifically of BDSP. We lost both. So of that horrible Nuzlocke to run. Somehow get another Timber or Throw. I already have names for them. I think it's bad luck at this point to name things after runs that, like, since we had both a throw and we had a throw in the last run that died. So that name is like Ernie, I think, is now no longer an adequate name for any throw that we get. Because the last Ernie died. And then with Timber, we did have OSHA violation 2, who also died. So that bit is also dead. You see what I mean? We gotta new attempt. We're new people. We got new bits aside from the stupid Pikachu bit, but whatever. It's like a whole brand new game. Ernie Jr. But like that carries on the negative juju of Ernie 1 and 2. It wasn't gonna be Ernie. Was it gonna be Bert? Was it gonna be Bert? I'll trust you, Normans. I'll trust you. We'll see. The chances are low that we even roll throw, so I suppose we'll see. How do you like your new job, Gleber? Working retail during the holidays, man. I hope you're doing okay. Beep. Beep, beep, beep. Pretty busy, but not too bad. Coworkers are all nice. Good. Very good. Yeah, understood. Stopgap, kind of. I get that. I think that's a good strategy. At the very least, you're making money, right? Way to go. World runs on money. Run away from the plant. Ooh, I think that's rustling. It was. Still gotta do calcs for the yawn. Charles Jr. Okay, that's a pretty good one. We gotta, if we have Carl's Jr., we need to have Hardee's. What Pokemon are you gonna name Hardee's? What are your thoughts on eggnog? It's solid beer. It's a solid B tier drink. I'm not a huge fan of it. I wouldn't drink it unless it was offered to me. Even then, probably not. My partner really likes it though. Like eggnog with a little bit of bourbon can be really good. But yeah, I wouldn't drink eggnog just off the cuff. Hot Poco. I bet it would be really. Or Chai also, actually. Like maybe 4 more Audino we need to kill, and then we can go do the gym fight. Oh man. Literally any encounter here. That's fine. Die. This isn't Mount Coronet. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh. He went for the wrong guy. Let's quick attack and Metal Claw the... That was just enough. Light screen. That could be good. That could be good, and the reason I'm thinking about it is specifically in this fight. In this fight specifically, I'm going to put up Screen instead of Thunderwave, I think, because we already get chance for Para on Static. I'm going to do that. And Thunderwave should be a TM in this game. Thunderwave TM. TM73. And forward of how do you... Oh, it's purchasable in Mombasa. Okay, so then we can just get that if we want it later down the line. So I think we Thunderwave. And I do think that setting up a screen in this fight specifically, in Berg's fight, is a good idea. A lot of those Pokemons stab moves are special. All Struggle Bug, all Acid, all like stuff like that. So could be good. Could be good. T-Wave seems... T-Wave versus Screen is a tough choice. Got Gia left. I'll say like 4 more Audino, maybe? I hope you guys are having a good time listening into the stream, by the way. Be sure to give us a follow if you are just tuning in for the first time and you like what you so far. While I have people here, by the way, I do want to do a couple of announcements. There have been a couple of things in the Bulbagarden Discord that you may have not seen yet, but a couple of our streamers are going to be taking breaks through the holiday season. Specifically, Abby won't be streaming on Fridays until January. Not because she doesn't want to, because she forgot her capture card back at school. So that sucks. And then Maniacal Engineer will not be streaming until the New Year as well. I will still be here, Dawning will still be here, and as far as I know, Mochi will also still be here. So at the very least, you'll have something to watch. I might throw a couple bonus streams up on the channel, doing some ZA stuff over the holidays. We'll see. I'm going to be pretty busy as well, so I'm not promising anything, but we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to let everybody know that a couple people are not going to be streaming. typically do stream pretty consistently. But yeah, definitely check their streams out when you get a chance when they come back. By the way, Abby's been doing Unite lobbies with viewers. So if you've ever wanted to try your hand at Unite, definitely go check in on one of Abby's streams. They're all on Fridays. And stay tuned to the Discord to know kind of when she'll be coming back. And then Maniacal Engineer loves to do his crazy stuff, very entertaining stuff. Definitely tune in for his streams as well in the new year. Yeah, there's your announcements. I don't have to say that at the end of stream. I can just point you guys to the Discord and you can go there. If you get Electabuzz, you're gonna evolve it. If the chance happens, absolutely. What's up, Oliver Wilson and Clefairy? Nice to see you. How are you? You guys are both doing well. Come on, rabbits. Any rabbits in the rustling grass? Oh no, not that. Lurking while you work? Oh, well, thanks for tuning in. I hope that I can provide entertaining background noise for you. I hope you're having a good one as well. Nice gaming. Thank you. I know this running around on a bicycle is definitely peak gaming. Sorry, Dono, I'm not letting that one through. Did you mean to say training? Did you mean to say training? Are you sure? That's doubt. I'm pressing X, man. I'm pressing X on that. I'm spamming X, actually. Look at me. I'm spamming X. I'm spamming X at you. One more. Maybe one more. Maybe two. And then we're free of the wheel. We can go fight the gym. Whole multimedia crew is great. Ah, Normans, you're too sweet, my guy. We try our hardest. We're definitely a little bit more thinner than we have been. I think it's been a crazy year for the most. Had some high, very high highs and some pretty low lows. But there's been a lot of transition behind the scenes as well. For those who don't know, Maniacal Engineer stepped down from our leader, and promoted me up to the head position. He just decided that he wanted to focus more on making content and less on doing the dirty work, and that's totally fine because I'm doing the dirty work. So it was a bit of a strange year because of that. So leadership transitions are always difficult. We haven't really found anybody to replace me yet in my deputy position. So it's been a lot on me this year, but hopefully in the next year we're cooking up some cool stuff that hopefully you guys will enjoy. But I mean, like, we've had people join the team. The charity event was incredible early in the year. think a lot of our current regulars joined us at that event, which is really cool. At or around that event. I thought ME was a new deputy. He is temporarily my deputy, but I've been kind of like leaning. I haven't put a lot on him. Like I haven't made him do anything much really, because I know he doesn't want to. So it's like I don't want to burden him with what I want to do. And like until very recently, I've had the bandwidth to kind of help like shoulder that load, but it is getting to be a little more difficult. So, but he'll be with me for another probably about 9 months to a year. I mean, we had 2 people join the team this year. We had Magnadeath and Mochi both join the team officially. I'm really glad that Magnadeath is on the team. It's just unfortunate what's happened with his schedule. It's just like he's put more focus into his personal stuff, which is absolutely fine. And I love watching him stream, but his time slots just hasn't worked. Time slot. And I've been like, hey, well, you can come through whenever you want here. And he's like, no, I'd rather go stream on my personal channel. And you know what? I get that. It's tough. It's tough sometimes to stream for a big channel like Bulba. And there are pros and cons like to doing it. He wants to learn Slash. Ooh. 70 power. I think we're not gonna learn it. And then Mochi's been around as well. I really liked what he's added to the team. With the competitive stuff, it's nice to finally have somebody on the team that knows the meta and can do competitive meta. I've told Death that people miss him. Like, well, I'll try and do my best. I'm like, but I know he definitely wants to come back at some point when he can figure out a solid piece. He's given me a number of ideas that he wants to try, which is exciting. But, you know, we've also had, like, Archaic has kind of departed the multimedia team for the time being just because of numerous reasons that I don't want to get into. I don't want to share his dirt live on stream. But, I mean, he definitely wants to come back next year, and I think he will once some major life stuff gets out of the way. With regards to Cody, his situation is a little bit more difficult because he is in school, and so it's rough for him times too. So he has a very similar problem to Magnadeath, except he's in school. But I've talked to him. He's definitely open to returning, and you'll see him as well on charity streams. Like, I'd love to get Cody more involved in Bulbacast too. I think he would really fit well on Bulbacast. So maybe down the line we can see some of that. But there's gonna be some cool stuff coming up. They changed it from Black and White 1. It used to be the weird goo in the walls, and now it's an art studio. Looks good. We have another charity event soon. TBD on that. I will not go into more details on that. But there will not be another charity event at the same time there was last. I'll be participating in charity events if you guys want to check those out. I'm more than happy to show my events. But I can do that at the end of stream. We don't have to do that. Yeah, there's a Zelda one coming up. Have you heard of it? It's called Zeldathon. God. I'm just checking the Shelmet here. Against our 72 lower IVs thing. Pack stats 45. That's pretty strong. 26. Defense is 41. I'm not going to bother showing the calculations because it's just a couple quick ones. To know when to switch in Espeon, if Espeon is available. Special attack high. Ooh, Spadef is low. Okay, not quite 0 IVs, but pretty close. Close. Dude, this Espeon has 0 special attack IVs. Despite being plus special nature. That sucks. I was so excited for this guy. Turns out he's going to be okay. Yeah, I know, right? Literally insane. Okay. So, Struggle Bug does max 24 health on Shelmet. Or from Shelmet. What about... Drain is negligent. Negligible. Dwebble. 24. Bug. That's also max 24 on a high roll. Epi. Or like needs an EpiPen. Rock Blast. Oh, okay. Alright, don't put him on Dwebble. Don't put him on Dwebble. Carablast. What about Carablast? Oh, and he's got Faint Attack too. I'm on the Scarlet Violet Battle Simulator. You ever played Baba Is You? No, but I've heard it's really good. Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe it's like confined and being Engie. Insane. Check that level one more time. Rock Blast. Yeah, that's still a ton of damage. So no Dwebble. Shelmet should be fine. Yep, still max 24. I don't think these calcs are changing at all. Fire Blast. We have Struggle Bug and Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace is max 17, Struggle Bug is 24 again. What about Psybeam? Can Psybeam kill these things? Psybeam will get close on Carablast. Okay, so we need Trilbur. We can switch to Espeon on Shelmet or Carablast. And we can switch to Grimer on Leavanny. We need Grimer to hold a Chesto. Have one. For Grass Whistle. Don't have one, so that sucks. Oh boy. Okay. Do we want to have Grimer in on Leavanny? Maybe. I don't know. We could do, if Leavanny comes in second, we could do like a Rilber, expect Razor Leaf, switch to Ka, expect Struggle Bug or Aerial, switch to Grimer. But then he probably still gets outsped. We could give him the Quick Claw. That's better than nothing. I want to give Espeon. I wish I had stolen a citrus berry. Unfortunately, we have Orans. That's fine. We'll give you an Oran berry. I think Spark Plug needs something too. Got a Twisted Spoon. That's cool. Silk Scarf. Do we want the Silk Scarf on somebody? I don't think anybody has normal moves. Maybe we give Sparkplug the Silk Scarf and try and let him get kills with for chip damage with Quick Attack. And then Gia. We'll give Gia an Oran Berry too. Right, chat. Enough of this jazz. Enough of this jazz. We have battles to do. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. It's insect opposition. Huh? Is it supposed to be like the moves that people make when they see a bug? They just like struggle around and get really mad. Alright. Oh god. Here's our team. Here we go. Scared. The bug? Where? Yeah, you flail your arms around. Don't do that. I don't have Drillbur in the front. Okay. That's okay. It's probably gonna rock Polish. Feint attacks. Okay. We Mud Slap to break Sturdy. Maybe we should have given... Do we give Gia... I think... No, we did give Gia an Oran Berry. That was a lot of damage. Nice. Good crit. Okay, here comes Leavanny. We expect Razor Leaf here. Go straight into Grimer. Nice. Good tank. Sludge Bomb. Okay, he's asleep. Sludge Bomb again. Okay, he'll die. Now what? Aerial Ace. It's hitting Aerial Ace. You risk it. I don't know how much damage it just did. It definitely dies on crit. See if I can find out how much damage. I have the technology. You too could do this if you were subbed to Bulbagarden, by the way. There's a rewind feature now on Twitch for people. Okay. So we switched to Grimer. Yes, I know we switched to Grimer. Razor Leaf did. Okay, it was 64 before, now it's 37. That was 27 damage. So it lives unless it gets crit. And we can hope for Quick Claw, Wake Up, Sludge Bomb. I think we risk it one more shot. Oh! Oh! Okay, we have to switch here for sure. Where do we go? It's random move probably too. We definitely want to avoid Ka. It's Aerial Ace or it's probably gonna be Aerial Ace. Right? Either way, I think Spark Plug is a solid switch. We could put up a screen for the bug move. Or Quick Attack at least to get one more shot off if he lives. I think this is a decent. At the very least, it is poison. We just need to get hits on it. Good. Okay. I'm gonna go for it. I think we can maybe hit it. I think we can maybe do 2 quick attacks. That's nothing, dude. Oh. Okay, so I lied to you. We can only do 1 quick attack, and he's definitely going to heal here, I think. Where do we go? Do we sack Pikachu, maybe? Get the Intimidate off? We could throw Pikachu out, hope that it's a random move. And then have it use Torment. Maybe I'd really rather use Pikachu than the Drillbur. I'd really rather lose Sandile than Drillbur. Okay, Aerial. That's still a lot of damage. I think we go for the kill. We could Torment or we go. Okay. We're not faster than we Torment regardless. Yeah. Okay. At the very least, we assure it's again. It's not gonna do much. Or we Mud Slap to lower accuracy. But just use Aerial Ace. Can't use Aerial Ace again. It's going to use one of Struggle Bug or Razor Leaf. Can't seed it either. I'm holding off on putting in Spinal because I want to save Spinal for the last 2. Had Venoshock, that would have been really good. Intimidate is starting to think Intimidate is worth it over Grimer. But I'm kind of in a sticky situation because even if we switch to Grimer, so it would need to be switching Grimer to get a safe switch into somebody. Thinking we go and hope it uses Struggle Bug, so it will. Oh, then I'll just use Aerial Ace. And I'm thinking if we can bring in Pikachu one more time, we can get another Intimidate. So we could sack Grimer Bring in Pikachu again, immediately switch to something else. -2. He might switch out. Might switch Lee Danny out too. If he goes -2. I still think that Grimer is a better sacrifice than the Intimidate user. Okay. Goodbye, Monsanto. We're doing this so that we can get a second Intimidate off. That is the goal here. Rip Monsanto 07. It just used Razor Leaf, so it's probably going to use Struggle Bug here. Means Intimidate is not affected. Go into Final Mate. I didn't check with the Calcs were on lead-in, because I was like, that should never be a matchup ever. We're probably going to lose at least one more, I guess. Let me quickly check to see if Spinal will how much damage Spinal will take from Struggle Bug. Because at the very least, if Spinal can live Struggle Bug, it might be able to one-shot Danny. If damage from the poison. It's still 24. How much damage does Beam do? Beam only does 43%, so a one shot wouldn't be possible. I think it's probably our best shot at winning. I don't know, man. I think if we had taken... Final does have a berry. Right? I think if we had taken the spoon, might have been... I think this is our best one. Can't use Struggle Bug twice in a row. Unless the Torment wears off. Oh, it went Grass Whistle. And you know what? That's fine. We're faster. That was max damage. That was what? Yeah, it's 26? It must have, like, an ability. Or something. I think we just have to keep hitting. The berry's gonna proc. I don't know how much damage this is going to do. We have to keep going. Lucky crit. Oh boy. Attack and defense rose? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He only has special moves. He's stupid. I roll. Nice. Okay. All right. We get by just by the skin on our teeth. We lost a Grimer. And you know what? We kept the important ones. I'll take that any day of the week. Monsanto, your sacrifice was not made in vain, my brother. Hit a chemical spill. And you know what? We're set up in a great position for the next two gyms. Between Ka and Gia and Pikachu. And we can probably get some help for Ka as well. Against Clay. He spilled his gush everywhere. It was really bad. Guayma. Poor Guayma. What's Elisa's level cap? 32? 32, bro. 32, and we do need to have both Pikachu and Gia for this fight because we need Gia for everything except the Zebstrika, and then we need Pikachu for the Zebstrika. If it had gotten this, if it had gotten the Struggle Bug off, that would have hurt Gia, or that would have hurt Spinal like a lot. All right, what is our new cap? Our new cap is 32. Got 6 levels to work with. And we've got so many encounters. We got our Route 4 already. We need Desert Resort. We need Relic Castle. 2 encounters on Route 5, including a Hidden Grotto, Route 16, Lost Lord Forest. And I think that's it. So that's a total of 6 encounters we can. Let's take a look at Desert Resort first. I think this is where we can get a Sigilif, which would be really, really good. Help out on our team fire. And it would help give a nice backup to our good friend Spinal. I'm going to go ahead and only give myself 1 encounter here in the Desert Resort. There's only a little bit of difference between the entrance and the desert itself in terms of encounter tables. The only thing that's different is that you can encounter Trapinch and Sigilif in the desert, and you cannot do that in the entrance, so we just have to be careful. We have to be careful. We have to repel and play around that. Good encounters include Dwebble, Sigilif, Trapinch, Darumaka. Encounters to avoid are Sandshrew and Maractus. Even Maractus is not horrible. What we really don't want is the Shrew. And I think we got Maractus last time. Then in Relic Castle, we will have a chance at either Yamask or Sandshrew. Join Avenue is a thing that we have. We won't be able to get an encounter there though. Route 16 we can get Emolga, Cinccino, Audino, Trubbish, Liepard, Solosis, and then Chino. Don't want Oops all ground types. I mean, it depends on the ability, I think. Because a sand team could work out if we got the right encounters, but I don't think Drillbur has Sand Rush. But what is Pichu has Intimidate, so honestly though, if we did end up getting the Strength Crew, I would probably have. Route 16, I think I want Liepard. Kind of, or Minccino would be good too. It's kind of like a later game kind of encounter. Like Liepard's gonna run out of usefulness pretty quickly, I think, but it is a fake out user. So there is that. And then Lost Lord Forest. Oh boy, there's so many encounters here. We could go for one of the monkeys if we wanted to, which we're not going to do. I personally want to avoid the rustling grass, and I want to go for the either the Venipede or the Pinsir. Specifically, I think could be really good. And then Route 5, same encounters as Route 16. And then the Hidden Grotto can have Fungus, Liepard, or Minchino. Cool. All right, let's get going, guys. We got places to be. We got stuff to do. Anything else I need to do in Ilya? You missed some items. Why don't we go around and get some items? Got. Ooh, what a fight! We need to deposit Monsanto. Needs to go live his life out on the farm. Primer. Oh, buddy. Okay, man. You can go be with your friends now. It's kind of crazy. This run is pretty crazy. We've got 5 deaths with 5 alive, and we're about to get 5 more. No, might have to move some Pokemon around after we catch them. But... Okay, let's go and do some stuff. Did the Quick Claw. Company, got the items there. We could do the battle company, but we might want to do that after we get a 6th party member. Destiny not we have. Soda Pop I don't care about. Estelia Street. We find Rest TM. Is that this one here? Doesn't tell me what Castelia Street. Which one's Castelia Street, bro? This one? This one. Building on the west side of the street. Ooh, 1, 2. Hope you guys have enjoyed this stream so far. Hope the battle was as invigorating as you thought it would be. We'll keep going for another 50 minutes or so. Or we call it for the... That. Five we don't need. Let me... We should get some Castelia cones, actually. Yippee! Castelia code! It's kind of crazy. It's like they were like, man, Castelia codes are cheap and good, but you can only get them on a certain day of a week. How about we let the player get them whenever they want? Okay, we're gonna narrow street. Where did I put those sunglasses? I feel like that was probably important. There's a couple caves in this game that have that are dark. Did we get the leftovers? I don't think we got the leftovers. We did not. We have to go back and get the leftovers. Do I have repels? I should have repel. 6 of them. That's fine. I actually think the leftovers probably wouldn't have helped us out in that fight. I think we need to go down and around here. And then down further. South from the stairway to the empty lot. Oh, this guy. Uh-oh. Looking for a fight. Sparkbug, right? Yeah. Oh, that's another question. What evolutions are we going to be able to get? We have to hold off on Drillburs, right, for Earthquake. But we will get Rock, I think. I think we'll get Electabuzz, too, because that's... I think the level for Electabuzz is 31. Okay, we need to go from here. I think we go west. Like way in the depths here. I think that's it right there. Oh, well, that's not good. We need a doctor. Need to find where the doctor is. That's where the things will be. So maybe we need to go backwards here, go down here, up these stairs here. Is this it? Okay. All right. And then we'll go back down here. That's a worker, not a doctor. That's another worker. Check. That's blocked. Is it because the season is autumn? Hey. No, you're a scientist, not a doctor. A researcher studying about the smell. Yeah, sorry, man. There's been some chemical spills, as we've said, all around here. Believer, you had mentioned, if you're still around, by the way, I think I missed your message about Baba. But I will say on that, Baba is on my list. It was on my list for this year. I didn't get to it because I never get to any of the games on my list. But I've decided that I'm not adding any games to my backlog list this year. I'm just gonna kind of try and pick and choose a couple off of the previous list. Dude, where are these leftovers? Around and just playing. That's awesome. Well, this guy's gonna block me. You jerk. Maybe I need to run back and get more repels and north of Worker Zach. Is this Worker Zach? East of Dr. Heat. Alright, Caps. Pay attention to the name when you beat him. Important. Very important. Baba is Yuba. Oh. Oh, we'll have to beat the doctor, unfortunately. That should be fine, right? But yeah, my plan is to kind of pick and choose games off of that list. And any games that I play that aren't on that list will be RPG. That's my plan. Have to run from Pokemon. Let's get Espeon in the front since we've got high speed. Too bad no Applin in this game. They did not know what an Applin was back in Unova. True. You're right. We can, in fact, keep the doctor away because we have leftovers. Let me double check. I want to see if we have an escape rope. I need to start, like, carrying more items. Like, in general, I think I forget to heal so much, and I just forget to have useful things in my bag that could help me getting into situations. The repel thing, I'm not going to be super mad at because repels, we don't have access to super repels until now. I'm not gonna be too mad about that, but got our leftovers though. Time to leave. Got my food and I'm peacing out. Do. Have some leftover spaghetti. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of spaghetti as a pasta. I think there are much better pastas out there. I don't like the noodles. Like noodles for me need to be in soup. Ramen. Pasta, I want to stab something with my fork when I eat. Who are we going to teach strength to? Spaghetti I have is with stabbable noodles. What do you mean? That's not what spaghetti. Not twisty kind. Is it rotini? Teach strength to Espeon. That's a horrible idea. Thank you for your consideration though. Dude, the walkthrough of this game on Bulbapedia literally says if you can't exploit Berg's weaknesses, an alternative tactic is to use Flash to lower accuracy. Close to Rotini. I don't know, man. access to an Eviolite. There's a walkthrough on Bulbapedia. There's a walkthrough for most Pokemon games on Bulbapedia. I think the only ones we don't have walkthroughs for are like the newest ones. And even then, I know for a fact that we have a walkthrough for ZA already out. And if you, chat, want to contribute to a walkthrough, go join Bulbapedia and you can edit the walkthrough. You think that there's a certain strategy, like the freaking Flash strategy, that doesn't work, then you can go edit the page yourself and come up with a new strategy. Lily on the left, amulet coin on the floor. Flash strat, yes. If you don't know, if you don't know what to do, just spam Flash. It will work. It will work at some point, I believe. So let me in. This guy's frisking me. Stop touching me, man. Go up. Magikarps are not allowed to edit Bulbapedia. We are strictly no Magikarp website. You have a tract? Yeah, there you go.
All Pokemon of the opposite gender will fall in love.
Have we seen 40 different Pokemon? I think we probably have. Delight. You can put that on Drope. $45! Let's go! Eviolite! Alright, I'm giving that to somebody right away. Yeah. I think that's probably the best use of it for now. And it'll mean that we could use Drillbur in fight against Clay as well. Since he will actually be at a disadvantage if he evolves and gets the steel typing play. Get some drinks. How much money we got? 88? 88 or 8.8k. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a nice one, Nightwalker. Let's say 5 more. What happened to party member 2? They suffered an unfortunate death. We haven't replaced them yet. There was a terrible chemical spill. Well, it wasn't necessarily a chemical spill. The chemical spill was already out. And then a Leavanny decided to just make it a little bit worse. Oh. I thought you would give me something. Yeah, the Leavanny like chucked some leaves at the spill, and it like spilled a little bit more on the ground. But then it stopped moving for some. Stopped moving. It was really weird. We fight this guy? I need to put I want to put Ka in front. Since this is kind of the grassy, or this is the area that is pretty grass type friendly. Boris having a team. He's got a Magnemite. Bro, that thing's got Sonic Boom. You need to be careful about that. Kill it quickly. It's got Sturdy. That's going to be at least one hit with Sonic Boom. I never actually played Gen 5, so this is all new to me. Well, you've come to the right place. If this is your first Gen 5 experience, first of all, I'm so sorry. You were going to see me not succeed at all. Hopefully we succeed. How come this thing is faster than Ka? But second of all, you are missing out on, in my opinion, the best generation of Pokemon. Gen 5, Black and White, and Black and White 2 are great. And Rush, you're probably right. Which means, actually, Drillbur being in the lead is not a bad idea. We also have a Sandrush. Absolutely, Nightwalker. If you've never played this game, play it somehow. However you can. Play this game. So good. Goodbye, Russell. Why is there a blank space on the party? We lost our Grimer, KR. But it was a worthy sacrifices. We did not lose anyone else. Mr. Monsanto faded away. Spilled out of his containers, toxic waste container. Couldn't get him. I called out to him, but he didn't respond. You went Magnet Bomb instead of Sonic Boom? You idiot. Toxic Minimize. I know. I never got a chance to use it. It's okay. I was also kind of not really sure that would work with the Nuzlocke, though. It'd be like a late game. Chat, my hockey team is currently winning 4-0 with 2 minutes left in it. I think we might actually win. The token of my gratitude. That fisherman, we're not touching him. There's an item over there. They don't move. Who scored? Carlson got one. And that's all I know. Carlson got a goal though. Tell me the Caps fan is invested in how the Capitals are doing. It may be hard to believe, but it is true.
I've become bored, so I'll let you entertain me.
Lady Lena leads with Lipard. This is gonna be fake out, so we're gonna mod sub. Ooh, the subject of torment. I can look it up for you, Calvin. I have a free. Looks like we've got goals from Brodus, Chitrin, and Carlson. In that order. Dude, Jacob Chitrin is having probably the best season by a Capitals defense in years. And and people wanted this team to trade for Quinn Hughes. Bro, we have a Quinn Hughes. His name is Jacob Chitrin. Like, come on. Cool, you're on crystals or randomizer Nuzlocke. Crystal's really good for randomizers. I think it's because specifically vanilla Gen 2 has such poor counter variability, and a lot of them are just encounters from red and blue. Right? They're all Kanto Pokemon. There's only 60 Jodomons. So randomizing those Jodomons across the across the game is a really good idea, and I think it leads to a really fun randomizer. I hope you enjoy your time with it, Nightwalker. I agree, Gen 1 is definitely an experience. I hate Kanto in Gen 1 myself. I really don't understand people who like it, but you know what? More power to them. At the very least, it's fun in Archipelago because there's a lot of roadblocks. But even so, it's like, just play Fire. Like, you don't need to play it. You don't need to play the old Gen 1 game. A T-Tarza fishing encounter? That's crazy, dude. Alright, chat. We're gonna see if we can correctly guess the cry that this girl's gonna make. Was that Espeon or Servine? That sounded like Servine. Yeah, okay. Okay. You know what it did sound like was Liepard. That sounded like Liepard. Respectfully, here's what I like to say, right? Respectfully, if Gen 1 is your favorite, if red and blue are your favorite, specifically red and blue, yellow I can kind of understand, especially if you're an anime fan, like a Pokemon anime fan, why it might be your favorite game. That was Kirtina. I think if red and blue are your favorite Pokemon games, you're not a Pokemon fan, you are a retro video game fan. That's my take. Heard it here first. If you think red and blue was the peak of Pokemon, then you're not a Pokemon fan. Yeah, I thought the cry was Liepard too, which is why I was like not Purling, but it's evolution, which is why I was like a little confused. Reach, thank you, brother. One of these days, I'll speak my sermon all the way to the many people. My favorite is Yusum because it was it my first game? Yes. You know what? That's fine. Good for you, man. I hated those games because I thought they were cheap re-releases of Sun and Moon. But it'd be interesting to go back to them now. Gen 7 gave me Rowlet. I do like Rowlet. But I can also experience Rowlet in PLA. I don't have to do Yusum for that guy. Rowlet is solid. A good one. Team Rainbow Rocket. I feel like I have absolutely no opinion on Team Rainbow Rocket. I think I need to play those games again to fully understand Rainbow Rocket. It just felt like a boss rush to me. Soul Silver Supremacist. I respect it. I think upon many replays of Soul Silver and Heart Gold, I've decided that my opinion on those games is that really don't like Johto as a region, and that's why they are a little bit lower on my list than they used to be. However, as remakes, they are absolutely the peak of Pokemon remakes, and they are very good games in their old right, despite not fixing Johto's flaws. And one vomit? Well, isn't Rainbow Rocket also like it's just like it's like worlds where the villains win. Kind of cool. Like, must be. All right, we need to repel here. Yeah, I mean, if you've never played Base Sun and Moon and wouldn't know how, we're actually gonna run back to town, grab. If you never played Base Sun and Moon, you didn't experience that story, and you didn't see how they how they massacred my boy, Sun and Moon, then I can understand Yusim being as standalone. They're great. Okay, let's. Oh, all right. It's not really worlds where the villains win, worlds where the protagonist is. This is not the right encounter. Meryl. Put in Servine. Okay, at the very least, I want to get our Desert Resort and Relic Castle. Before we call it for them. Dude, really? Backpackers to me feel like the most annoying trainer class. Don't ask me why. Trainer battle, I can't run. Must Metal Claw our way out of this gym. I replayed Gen 8 so much during 20 of those games burned. Could not be me. I played those games once and put them down, never to be touched again. Dynamax adventures were fun. If Heart Gold, Soul Silver are my favorite games, it'd be 90% because of Pokeathlon. I still think that's probably my favorite side content. Pokeathlon's elite. That's the only one that I ever really did and like trained Pokemon. Like I trained up Pokemon for them. Hey Jay, yeah, that is an Espeon you see. What you don't see is a Grimer because it died, but it was a worthy sacrifice. Grimer's death kept everybody else alive. Yeah, we did get past Berg. And our team is very strong for Elisa. You need like maybe one more encounter and this team becomes a little bit more like if we with one more encounter, maybe like a Dwebble or a even like Pinsir. Or even like a tanky Pokemon. You don't have any tank. Dio will kind of become a tank. I went all the way to the Pokemon Center to heal and then did not get the repels I needed. We have it like Geo will become a tank, but like maybe like a secondary, more defensive Pokemon. Maybe when Ka evolves into a Serperior, then we're rolling. You go to Desert Resort yet? No, we're going there now. The goal is to get Desert Resort and Relic Castle encounters and then call it for repel. 7. And I want Great Balls of Plenty. Like, yeah, 11. Like, 5 more. I didn't know Let's Go was a thing until like 2021. I gotta switch solely for Sword Shield. Let's Go. I think Let's Go is a little, as a co-op game, it's amazing. Being able to play a Pokemon game co-op, like through the story, is, even if it is just Gen 1 and it's like this easy, like it's so much fun. Like, I played Let's Go with my partner, who is not a Pokemon fan and not really a gamer at all, and we both had a blast. It was so much fun. Hey, each of you can have your opinions, but just know that they're all wrong. Let's Go. I will never understand the hate. I think people who hate Let's Go are too Pokemon pilled, and you need to let loose and have a little more fun, like it. Fire Red and Leaf Green exist. I think Fire Red and Leaf Green with like a little bit more roadblocks. Devi Islands are fine. Like, they're like, I don't really care to explore them. But I mean, it's added content, I guess. It's fine. I love the catching mechanic, which more games have the option of balls with gyro. I feel like that's actually kind of a hot take. I do feel like most people share the sentiment that the catching mechanics can be a little finicky. I mean, it's kind of fun. I don't know. Arceus, I don't know if I count Arceus in that conversation. It's more just like typically gyro motion. With Arceus, can you actually throw the balls like in the same way that you can in Let's Go? Or is it just gyro? Because I've used gyro in Arceus, but I use the aim and then I press ZR. It's different than what Go does. Let's Go does. So much easier to proceed if I had a water type. I have a put something to sweep. Put in. No, we're not putting in Sparkplug. What am I thinking? Put in Pikachu. Actually, it might be good. Intimidate. What are we? It depends on what we're trying to. What we get here. We're going for Sigilif. I think Sigilif or Darumaka are the two that I really want. How come you use a repel before getting an encounter? Because I had to walk through grass outside, and I'd prefer the encounter table, the one entrance. Okay, no shrew. No, 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 no. No. The second time we got this freaking cactus. Man. Why is Sandile named Pikachu? Because my chat thinks they're funny. Got pin missile. Somebody used a channel point redemption to nickname Pokemon. And they chose Pikachu as the name, which, you know, more power to you. You can name whatever you want. Whatever you want. Like to think I give good names. Look, okay, I think everybody's names are fine. Everybody's names are fine. I'm just happy that you guys enjoy naming things. Hey, who wants to name this stupid cactus? I named one, died. He served us well though. Practice the cactus. What was this thing's name before? I can't. Called. This one lived though. This one lived in the box. It did not die. It stayed in the box the whole time. Well, actually, we used it a little bit, but I think against Clay actually, their starter had died. Practice. Anybody got any nicknames? I'm considering it Dino. I just want to give others a shot. I'll take any nickname as long as it's stream appropriate. You know, Ricky Ricard. Is that like a boxer, fighter, WWE guy who's like named after a cactus? Alright, so we got Bractus and Ricky. Give 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. I love Lucy. My sister really. I have never. And she is. Yeah, dude. I look at a cactus. I'm gonna go with Bractus. Kind of silly, but it's kind of cute. I think he was Cuban. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Got Audino. I'm gonna heal up, and then we're gonna go for Relic Castle. I want to make it an Embassa. I don't know if we're gonna challenge the Subway Masters today. It's a hard fight. Levels 28 and 28. Oh, she doesn't have an Audino? She has a Cleffa? Odd. I think we could probably win against the Subway Masters, but I don't want to try today. We can deal with that next time. Because like also that's like just inside the gates. Sorry. Ooh, let me add Bractus or Tracker at the bottom. Got Maractus. Practice name. Cool. You don't want to eat from. Oh, dude, I prefer Jimmy John's. I got a Jimmy. I mean, like, is Maractus really that bad? The answer is yes, it is bad. It is not a good encounter. But man, why couldn't we got literally anything else. Even if we get the shrew. Even if we get the shrew, that means we get guaranteed Yamask in Relic Castle. You're a James. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Hate me. You're a James John kind of guy. I am. Sandile, way too weak. Maybe Sandile needs the... Really, man? All I see was just one. Speed is crucial to treat a burn. Actually, it's crucial to treat a burn because of attack, not speed. I'll be honest, like, I can't eat at Subway anymore. That's part of the reason why I'm a JJ kind of guy. This guy gives us an item, right? Cool. Yeah. Soft sand. That will be useful for us, for sure. Psychic. You spotted me from all the way over there. You turd. Firehouse is pretty good. Firehouse, if we're ranking sandwich shops on a tier list, Jimmy John's is S tier. Give me more sandwich shops, guys. Subway's like C, D tier. Oh, he has bites. Pichu has bite. Oh, Spinal has bite. Witch. There's a witch near where I live. I've had it. It's okay. I would say like B tier there. What are some other ones? Firehouse is like solid B. Potbelly's an A for me. Potbelly is absolutely an A tier. A tier place to go. Like it's not as good as Jimmy John's, but it's like let's try Pikachu here. A little worried about Spinal's health. I think we probably could have waited it out, but okay. We're faster. Good flinch. Final Groodle level 27. Beautiful. I don't really know if there are any like sandwich places. Panera, I don't get sandwiches at Panera. Like I consider that like a generic lunch place. That's not a sandwich. On the front is fine. Okay, encounters in here are Sandshrew and Yamask. We want Yamask. Really want Yamask. Sandshrew is whatever, but really want. There's a chance of Sandile too in a reroll. Let's go, dude! Panera actually released like they're like dippers. The sandwich dippers are pretty good. I think Mega Drain is lower power, right? 40 and this is like 60. Yeah, okay. We will Mega Drain once. Ooh. Haven't had those. The last premiere I had might have been pre-COVID. Oh my god. Nice. Very nice. Okay, another 2 guys added to our team. We got ourselves a Yamask and a Maractus. I will be using the Yamask and benching the Maractus for now. If anybody has any nicknames for Yamask, please shout them out. First try. You could use channel point rewards if you would like to prioritize your nick suggestion. Yeah, mom. True, it is a woman. Dashing, your dad. Anybody else got nicknames? I'll give like another 30 seconds or whatever. Non-binary parental use. Why are we adding parental units onto this? For when it evolved. Ophagrigus? These head. Okay, true. But I kind of like D's. I'm not immune to a D's joke. Often. Alright, let's get out of here. Mummy? Sorry, Mummy. At least I'll never forget what ability it has. See Kofa walking in ZA? I don't like that. I really don't like that. Who are we rating today? Who's it gonna be? I'm checking my list. Checking it twice. None of my followers are playing we could maybe go over to Tom. I haven't rated Tom in a very long time. Plague ZA. I will warn any younger viewers, he's kind of got no filter. If you're a younger viewer, leave now. Go raid Tom, cruise ship. That's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thank you for enjoying the stream if you did, and thank you for watching even if you didn't enjoy the stream. Please follow if you have not yet done so. The next stream on the channel will not be tomorrow. It won't be Saturday morning. It will be Saturday evening. If Dawning is feeling up to it, she will be doing more art. My next stream on the channel will be next Thursday for more Caps Lock. Actually, just kidding. That's Christmas. I'm not going to stream on Christmas. I'll try and get a stream in on this channel next week. We'll probably do more Caps Lock. Stay tuned to the Discord for more details. Exclamation point Discord if you want that link and you're not already there. Do follow my personal channel. I'm doing a lot of cool things this month that you'll only get to see over there. Drop an F-bomb in the raised message. Please don't. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one was a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you guys very much. I'm glad we beat Berg. That sure is one step in the right direction. So, anyway, take care, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And please do give, just go pop into Tom's chat and be like,
like, hey, hello from Bulbagarden, because that'll help us out as well. So, cheers, y'all. Take care. Enjoy the raid.